Hey guys, HeelTayler here to a brand new episode of WWE Reborn on my channel. Today we're at Monday Night Raw. It's my first time recording this in ages because when the SummerSlam save episode went all wrong and I had to take it down, I sort of fell out of love with the series because I was just so frustrated. But I finally got that edited and up because obviously Reborn's my main series. It's the series that's making me grow, series people like, and yeah, so I knew I'd get back into it eventually, but it took me a while. But I'm back into it now, and I'm loving it. So yeah, there's no issue. We booked an episode of Raw here, pre-show match, Andrade and Kurt beating the rest of these guys just for the storytelling, to see chem notes and everything. And yeah, 76B minus. So we actually opened the show with a match, an 86B plus, a very good match actually. And yeah, Shield, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose beat Samoa Joe and Finn Balor 25 minutes and 8 seconds when Ambrose defeats Joe with a Dirty Deeds. 88 for Ambrose, 94 for Rollins, 88 for Finn, 91 for Joe. Yeah, just a really good match, and I decided to open with a match for once instead of an angle because why not? 100 A-star angle following this, and yeah, after the hot open to Raw, Rollins grabs a microphone and speaks and said, "I told you, Finn, I told you all. Finn can't get the job done anymore. He may be a good wrestler, but I'm an incredible wrestler. I'm Seth freaking Rollins." And as Seth's ranting, Dean takes the microphone and says, "Joe, you've been running your mouth in interviews all week saying I don't deserve this shot. Well, what about now? I just pinned you, middle of the ring. Do I deserve my shot now, big guy?" And Dean and Seth, they just walk to the back, and Joe and Finn slowly get to their feet and they also leave. So yeah, pretty good week for Universal Champ and IC title challenger Rollins and Ambrose. And then we go into a 66C plus. Just wanted to give the Revival a win, and they win by beating Ryder and Goldust when Wilder beat Goldust. Both men hitting the shatter machine. 70 for Wilder, 71 for Dawson, 54 for Ryder, 59 for Goldust. 66C plus. Then we go basically just into an angle. Kofi Kingston giving an update from the hospital, because if you remember last week, Ziggler destroyed Kofi. He left him in a bloody mess. He super kicked him, smashed his head into the monitor where he was watching the show. And yeah, he's just like, "Look, I'm okay. I'm gonna be okay, and I will be cleared to wrestle come breakdown." And yeah, he wants Dolph Ziggler. He says "Look, I'm not dead weight. I know I've maybe not as impressive now, the New Day gone, but that's just because I was a bit lost. I didn't know what to do. They're my best friends. I've been with them so long, so being on a different brand on my own, it's been weird. But I'm gonna get to break down. I'm gonna beat Ziggler, and I'm gonna bring back the real Kofi Kingston." 69C plus there for Kofi. Then go to another 69C plus of a singles match where Tyler Breeze defeats Johnny Gargano with a beauty shot. 73 for Gargano, 62 for Breeze. Good little match really. Johnny's just getting better and better by the day. And then we follow that up straight into Harper vs Fandango. Decent wrestling, not much heat. Harper defeats Dango with discus clothesline because LeRae distracted Fandango. So both men sort of getting one up on each other. Yeah, both teams getting one up on each other. We go to a 71C plus angle. After the match, Luke Harper picks Fandango up again, starts trying to beat him down. Gargano runs in, trying to help. Frustrated that he lost, but Breeze gets back in, and then hits Gargano out the ring again. Dodges a punch from Luke, throws him out the ring, picks up Fandango. They hold their belts high like we're not jokes, we're serious. We're the Raw Tag Team Champions. 71C plus. 74 being behind us after that. Jesus Christ, Becky Lynch got an 89. She's so good. Ember Moon with a 40. And yeah, Becky Lynch basically just gets the win over Ember Moon with a disarm her. Basically, this just be a competitive match for Becky. Just basically, although she already had her title match at Breakdown, she's just proven that she deserves it. She's a good wrestler. And then yeah, 100 A-star after that. Basically, Banks just runs out, takes out Lynch. Banks statement holds it in for a while before finally dropping her, holding her belt up, being like, you may be the man, but I'm the boss, and I'm going to show you just why I'm the boss come breakdown. Main event of an 81B. Didn't expect fireworks from this match, but it's definitely a good match. Chad Gable, he actually has like 45 pop, and he's pulling out 59, 60s, and it just shows Chad Gable's really good in the ring. AJ getting 91, still super good after his SummerSlam loss to Rollins. Obviously, I know they shook hands, but AJ is still a heel. He's still a bit of a bastard. 81B for the main event, and we just proved that with this next segment. After the match, Gable's left laying following his loss to AJ, and then Krut Angle rolls into the ring. Check on him. He's just like, Chad, you're right, mate. You fought really hard. Don't worry. And AJ sees this. He just decides to attack. He beats on Kurt, like proper hurting him. Gable can't do anything. He's just so battered. He can't do anything but watch. AJ picks up Angle, hits him with a Styles Clash, and he laughs as his music plays and Raw closes. The show itself gets 87B plus, increases our popularity in 44 regions. A really good show, to be honest. Really good. Some good matches. The open of Rollins and Ambrose versus Joe and Balor, really good match. And yeah, so that's that, and we'll see what happens come SmackDown. And we are back with SmackDown in the pre-show match, and yeah, just ratings. 65 for Cesaro. I genuinely didn't remember him being this low, but I mean it's still high for most standards, but it's still quite low for what Cesaro should be. So hopefully we'll get him back up there at some point. Rude over 72, which is very nice. Shinsuke over 75. 85 for Cena, 58 for Ciampa, 87 for Miz, 61 for Corbin, 66 for Sheamus. So the bar, not too hot, but hopefully we'll get him back up there one day. Or they'll just break up. Wait, did you break up the bar? Rude and Cesaro defeated John Cena and these lot. Interesting. Open with a 100-day star featuring WWE Champion Buddy Murphy and The Miz. Buddy Murphy opens SmackDown Live by coming to the ring and beginning to rant about last week's match with EC3. He's being like a fake face. Like he's not being honest about it. Like you can tell that he doesn't actually care. He just pissed that he lost. He's like, never should a WWE Champion be defeated by the United States Champion. It makes the most prestigious title in all of wrestling seem like a joke. And Brock, that's your fault. Once again, you make this title seem like trash. Trash just like these people. But as he says this, he's cut off by SmackDown's GM's music. The Miz, you just get, awesome. And The Miz comes out and he says to Murphy, he's like, if you're really angry, if you're really that angry, I'll do you a favour. Buddy, tonight you have a shot at redemption to make that title mean something again and prove that the title holder isn't just a flash in the pan. Tonight, Buddy Murphy, you go one-on-one in the main event with the Viper, Randy Orton. 100-day star, Buddy Murphy versus Randy Orton for the main event. But for the openers match, get 78B. And bloody nice match, really, isn't it? The Planet's champions are just... their ratings are just great. The Usos are good as well. Yeah. Decent wrestling, good wrestling, decent reaction from the crowd. Planet's champions defeated Usos when Bryan beat Jimmy with a cattle mutilation. 89 for Bray, 93 for Bryan, 68 respectively for both the Usos. 78B, nice match. To an angle with EC. So EC3's in the ring. He's got a flute, all right. EC3 is in the ring with a flute. Obviously taking the piss out of Elias and his guitar and his spotlight. And he plays an off-key note, like he obviously can't play it, and he just blows on it once, and he goes on a ranty promo about how much Elias doesn't deserve a shot at the title, and how it's pathetic. And then Elias comes out, and he's like, "Hello, I am Elias." But as soon as he says this, outrun AOP, they flatten Elias, and they proper start to lay the boots to him, as EC3's laughing in the ring. And then out from the crowd run Ricochet into the ring, and he super kicks EC3 straight off the stool. It drops EC3, rolls out the ring. And as AOP go to run down, they're grabbed from behind by Braun Strowman, and he starts throwing them about. And out come Miz, and he's like, "Hold on, boys. I don't mean to take a page out of anyone else's book, but it looks to me like we've got ourselves a 6-man tag player." And the crowd pop for that little thing, just the player line, because I feel like they just would for people who remember Teddy Long. And yeah, so we get the top percent versus Elias, Ricochet and Braun Strowman, 100-day start, which gives us 75B minus. Actually a better match than I was expecting from these lot, but I'll take it, definitely. Razor was really off his game. Ricochet's not suited to his gimmick, so we'll sort those out. But yeah, decent wrestling, not much heat. The top percent defeat Elias, Ricochet and Braun. When EC3 defeated Elias after using a foreign object, that foreign object is indeed the guitar of Elias's. Referees being distracted by Akam or Razor. Boom, smash over the back of Elias with the guitar, rolls him back in the ring. EC3 hops on the apron, gets the tag. AOP go and take out Braun and Ricochet. Then obviously EC3 gets back in the ring. 1%er lays him out, gets the win. And yeah, Braun Strowman got an 87. Braun Strowman is really good. EC3 getting 81s, which is also very, very good. 44, 43 for AOP. They'll get her one day. Like, I literally put them with Ethan and Drake at one point because I wanted them just to get better. Like, I put them with Drake because it was just going to be EC3 and Drake, but I was like, actually, I can abuse this. I can put AOP in there as well as an excuse to get him on 205 Live. But then in a 205 Live pre-show match, Drake got an injury in his first match he ever had on the save in a pre-show, and he was out, not even available for angles for about 6 months, I think, if not longer. I think it was the first 205 takeover that it happened on, so that's definitely something. But 87 for Braun, EC3 with an 81, 44, 43 for AOP, 68 for Ricochet, which is decent, and a 62 for Elias. So not bad ratings, to be honest. 75B minus. So 54C minus. Then Natalya she's getting an interview and she's like, well no, she's just backstage on mic and she's like, you say you weren't going to give me a shot because I didn't earn it, and I respect that, to be honest, Kyrie. Not many women would be like that. They just accept it because it's the easy, like, well, it's not really the easy way out, but like, to make himself seem like a fighting champion. But you're not taking the easy way out. You're saying no until I earn it because you want to fight someone who deserves a shot, who's good enough for a shot. And I tell you what, next week I will earn it. I want to go one-on-one with you, Kyrie, with the title not on the line, and if I win, then I get a title match at, I definitely remember the name of the pay-per-view, Insurgents, Rebellion, that's the one. Yeah, she gets a title shot at Rebellion, and obviously Kyrie's not there, so it's kind of just accepted without anything being said. 54C minus for Natalya. 73B minus here then. A good match again. Decent wrestling, not much heat. The club defeated Apollo and Jordan when Anderson defeated Cruz with a magic killer, obviously both of them. So Carl with a 73, best in the match. 68 for Luke, 68 for Jordan, 69 for Apollo. Decent little match there to give the club a win. Backstage, I couldn't get Renee for some reason. I think she did drugs, so I sent her to rehab. So we probably just got Charlie for both shows now. Yeah, backstage interview with Ciampa and Rowan, where basically she's just like, well, the Planet's champions, they were in action earlier tonight and they had a very decisive win over the Usos on the best tag teams in SmackDown Live history. What do you have to say about that? And then Ciampa's just going to take the mic. He's going to be like, look, we came in here in our second match in our first match as a tag team, we beat the Usos. I'm pretty sure that was their first match. It might have been New Day, but I'm pretty certain it was the Usos. Yeah, we beat the Usos. And then in our second match, we won the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships by beating the Usos and the New Day. So, I'm not too scared because we're clearly an incredible force as a tag team. And yes, they may have the slight advantage to other teams against us because they're trying to get in big red Eric Rowan's head. But we won't let it happen because we're Ciampa and Rowan and we're the best tag team, best breakout tag team in SmackDown Live history. And Charlie's like, okay, thank you. And Rowan's there probably just like having a wank to Charlie or something. 61C. 74B minus main event, and they don't click, which kind of sucks. Oh. Decent match. Buddy Murphy defeats Randy Orton 19 minutes 52 seconds with a Murphy's Law following a botched interference from Brock Lesnar. So basically, Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar have run out mid-match. Heyman's distracting the ref. Brock's grabbed the title belt. Gone to hit Murphy with it. Murphy's ducked. He's smashed Orton in the head as he's turned around. Super kick from Murphy. Picks up the belt. Smashes it over the back of Brock's head. Brock rolls out the ring. Murphy chucks the belt aside. Turns around the ref. Picks up Orton. Murphy's Law. 1, 2, 3. Murphy gets the win. And kind of annoying that they don't click, because I wanted to try to remind myself where these two are at. But if they don't click and Orton's still getting 74, he's probably still mid-80s, which is nice. Buddy Murphy's probably getting like low 70s, which kind of sucks, but hey ho. 74 B- for that. And the main event, the Angle gets afterwards, basically Murphy like grabs his belt after that and he's running. He's like, yep, see you later. And Miz comes out past him. He goes, well, Brock, since you're so eager to get into action and get into fights, like you tried last week, you tried this week, or next week you can actually be in a fight. For the go home SmackDown to Rebellion, Brock Lesnar will be in action on the show when he takes on Randy Orton. So yeah, we're actually going to get Brock Lesnar in the main event of SmackDown against Randy Orton next SmackDown. So I think that's pretty cool. The show gets 83B+, rates RNA come slightly overused, and it just increases our popularity in 26 regions, which is very nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe. Please leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Yeah, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.